Actually, since I'm watching this super late, let's read the description. Dear Traveler, this special program has deals new content in 5.4, some redemption codes. Never mind, I don't care. All right, what do we got? Why are we staring at a ceiling? I know from the drip feed that there's going to be something about
Ready?
Mizuki.
Close your eyes. That's it.
All right. Here's the
now
new cow yokai.
Inhale nice and slow, as if trying to catch the slight fragrance of a blossom in the air.
Oh wow, I can move that whole thing?
Let it out. Relax your shoulders. Picture yourself enveloped in the soft embrace of a cloud.
I don't think clouds are soft. I think
Very
they're wet.
good.
From what I remember from the
let
drip
go
feed about
of
this
your
character,
troubles
supposedly they own that bathhouse in
and feel
Inazuma,
yourself
which means
become
all I'm
lighter
actually
in
expecting from this
body
update
and mind.
in this live stream is we're probably going to get some more Inazuma content. It's probably going to be a filler patch. And outside of the new file, and outside of like a new event, I don't expect much. Alright. Anti-pink is pink fur. Fox navigating between sweet dreams and nightmares. Right. Okay. So we're getting a platforming minigame, I guess.
今回の設計は典型的な打ち方をもとに新たな要素を取り入れ、かつ既存の弱点を補うことでまっすぐ素早く打てるようになってる。
Oh, we're getting Brick Breaker back?
先日受けた広告の仕事がまだ終わっていない。
Is this going to be another Arataki Ito gang event? Man, they really just haul out Ito for every event, don't they? Alright. Yumizuki Mizuki. Or just Mizuki for short. She's going to be a Animo Catalyst user from what I remember. I've heard a lot of people complaining about her kit. I don't even know what she does.
食べた悪夢は自分の夢の中で消化する必要があったね。まず目をつむって深呼吸をこの香りを
Close your eyes and take a deep breath.
嗅いでみて。
Concentrate on the
次
scent.
は視覚的な準備をしよう。私がいいって言うまで目を開けちゃダメだぞ。
Oh, what's happening? Oh, this is probably from her character story.
あのウリ二つの人が現れる
Doppelganger. Oh, that's not fun.
何らかの理由で治療を拒んだり、治療を受けられない患者はたくさん見てきた。そして将軍にはすでにその兆しが見え
Warning
た。
signs in the
大
Shogun.
きな力を持つ者が夢とうつつを区別できなくなり、現実で
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
戦の延長線上にあるものと勘違いしてしまったら。
こたびの敵悪夢だけではあるまい。
No, we're gonna get some more yokai trickery, like the Yaimiko character story.
あの人たちを振り下ろさなくて済む。イカズチの国つかみの御事。
God of Thunder, heed or
我が願いを
call.
聞こしめせ。
呼吸の幻真理を追いぬ。いざ渡らせたまえとかしこみかしこみも申す。
Moonlight amidst dreams. Well, I guess we'll get to spend some time in my least favorite region. Wow. That is definitely a special program code already. By the time you're watching this, it has long since been redeemed. I never redeem any of these. Because I usually don't watch these, to be honest. And even if when I do watch them, I usually watch them very late. I'm recording this on the 24th, and these are valid till the 26th, and I'm still planning on not redeeming these. So I hope everyone who's watching this already redeemed theirs if they wanted them. But I don't think the rewards are worth the effort it takes for me to log in, type that in, and then get it Especially since they usually do a limited number of codes anyway. Somebody who desperately needs it more than me can have it.
Hello, travelers. Welcome to the version 5.4 special program. I'm Gabe from the Loke team.
And I'm Kai.
We
Alright.
meet again, everyone. Although this time a mysterious voice guided us here.
Yeah, that must have been Mizuki, right?
Yes, and speaking of Mizuki, does everyone remember Aisa Bathhouse?
I do remember Aisa Bathhouse because I did the super secret fortune slip quest line, which, fun fact, has you interact with some of the people that work at the Aisa Bathhouse. I don't remember if she was mentioned by name back then. I could go back and scrub my footage and look for it. People who watch my playthrough will probably be able to also answer me correctly in the comments if she was mentioned back then. But I didn't kill the Fatui agent that's secretly working there undercover. I don't know if that character's still standing in Tenshikaku, but they might be.
One of the businesses near Tenshukaku.
Oh yeah, I remember talking to the owner. Apparently, the inspiration for the business comes from Netland's hot springs.
Well, Mizuki happens to be a major shareholder of Aisa Bathhouse.
Shareholder,
Major
not the owner. That
shareholder.
makes much more sense.
Wait, there are tons of rumors about her. I heard she returned from abroad to put Miko out of business. Oh, and she used
Wait,
Let me guess. She used to sneak
Abroad-
into Grand Narukami
if she
Shrine
was,
to pour hot water on the
abroad,
sacred sakura?
when
Or that
Inazuma was
Aisa
a closed-off
Bathhouse is
nation, where
coming
the
out
hell
with
was
a
she?
promotional duo to compete with Miss Hina?
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I heard.
Those
Hina.
rumors are a bit misleading.
What? Okay. So, what's the truth?
Well, first, we need a bit more context. This
Alrighty.
is Yume Mizuki.
Oh, I love the sound of her name. And
Clinical
look at her
psychologist
outfit.
dedicated to the
It's like a
dispersal of
combination
nightmares.
of a kimono and a maid uniform.
Yeah, it incorporates a few fusion
Naomi
elements, which
McDonald.
makes sense for someone who often travels abroad.
Yeah, oh, and she has a tail. Does that mean she's a yokai?
Yes, but don't worry, definitely a friendly one. Mizuki is a Yumekui Baku, a type of
Yumekui
yokai
Baku.
that use their powers to eat people's nightmares. She also
Oh,
happens
like
to be a
a-
clinical psychologist.
Like what Doremi Sweet is in Toho, if I remember
clinical
right.
Psychologist?
Yeah, maybe that's kind of hard to imagine. Here, these anecdotes should help paint a better picture.
Mizuki once treated
let's
a warrior
see.
who returned from the Night Warden Wars
Mizuki
after
once treated a
consuming his
warrior
nightmares
who
blank
returned
blank.
from Night Warden Wars after consuming his nightmare. She
passed out for several days.
Sounds like that nightmare didn't go down easy.
Definitely not. Certain nightmares are difficult for Yumekui Baku to digest and can
I can
even
imagine.
become poisonous. The nightmare of a warrior who has seen the horrors of the abyss, it's too intense for the Baku to consume directly. So, as a psychologist,
I'm just gonna turn
that's
off the
where
subtitles.
Mizuki comes in. She
I don't
uses
wanna keep
clinical
moving them
methods
around.
to help her patients reach a point where their nightmares are safe to consume. If the Baku tried to intervene without those methods, in terms of consequences, passing out is only the tip of the iceberg.
I don't know, but
Wow.
passing out for several
A Baku
days sounds
stop
like
is
a
a
big
lot
issue.
harder
Passing
than I
out, I
thought.
don't have
Yeah,
issue with.
but Mizuki doesn't mind. To her, consuming people's nightmares is what it means to be a Baku. It inspired her to travel all around Teyvat, learning everything she could about psychology. That's what makes her practice so unique. She combines her clinical knowledge with yokai power.
Oh, I was wondering how she encountered a warrior from Natland.
Was she abroad in
she's a
Natland?
traveler too.
Yep, in addition to clinical methods, she also uses hot spring baths, music, and incense during the treatment process.
Are we gonna run into her
Actually,
and the people
travelers
of the
can even
springs?
check out Aisa Bathhouse for themselves. With the relaxing hot springs and delicious food offerings, you can bring your stress
new
and
area,
you'll
I
leave
guess.
refreshed.
We'll actually get to go in the
Nice.
bathhouse.
I
That's
wanted
kind of
to
neat.
ask though, the incense we just saw looked like it was from Sumeru. Has Mizuki been there too?
Yes, Mizuki has contacts all over Teyvat. In fact, we can introduce a few right now.
Childhood friends with
Oh,
Miko.
Mizuki
friends
and Walani
with...
know each other.
Wow,
Wait a minute.
Mulani.
Across from Walani's shop, I remember seeing a new
She has a
business.
relationship with
The
Kokumi.
announcement
That's
mentioned
surprising.
something about a hint of sakura, a touch of purple. Could it belong to Mizuki?
Good eye. That's Yume Mizuki's Cozy Corner, and it's about to open soon. Mualani even ordered a gift to congratulate Mizuki on the opening.
Wow, I had no idea those two were so close.
And speaking of business ventures, Mizuki is
I feel
also
like
working
this is a
with
little
Kokomi
bit of
to
a
open
cop-out, in
another
my
branch
opinion,
of Aisa
because
Bathhouse
Natlan
on
was
Watatsumi Island.
super isolated.
Another one?
It feels
Jeez,
so
does she
weird
even
that we see
sleep?
so few people
Well,
in Natlan
nothing's
from
set
other
in
regions,
stone,
and now
but
we're just
if it works
retconning that
out,
there was this
she'll be
character
able to
that was
help
really
even
close to
more
the person
people
from
suffering
Natlan
from
that we never
nightmares.
saw at any point
Okay,
during like
So it
the
sounds
hugest
like
crisis in
Mizuki is
Natlan.
just really dedicated to her work. Those rumors get her
That's just a
completely
nitpick about
wrong.
the story.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
I have a lot of
The
nitpicks about
smallest piece of
Natlan.
information
to be
and let
precise.
their imaginations
It's a
run
region that
wild.
I was heavily
The truth is,
anticipating
Miko
and
and
severely
Mizuki have known each
disappointed
other
in.
since childhood.
Do I think
and
it was
there's
bad?
A slight
No.
rivalry between them.
Just very
After all,
disappointed.
Aisa Bathhouse
It was
and
the
Yae
most 6
Publishing
out of
House
10
both
region for
offer
me.
an outlet to unwind, so in a way, their markets overlap. But they're definitely not trying to put each other out of business here. Someone else is guilty of that. And Mizuki is the one being targeted.
Wait, what's going on?
That's something travelers can find out for themselves in Mizuki's story quest.
I'll look forward to that.
Somniator chapter. Before we get into it, there's two quick
Yeah,
things to note.
Tarpier.
First,
Yeah,
travelers
so that
can
is
earn
like,
extra level up materials
She is
for
Tarpier.
Mizuki
She's like
by completing
just
her
like I
quest.
mentioned earlier, like
Second,
Dorothy from
starting
Toho.
in version 5.4, keys will no longer be required to unlock story quests.
Oh,
Really?
sweet. That should make it
No
easier
more
to
keys?
spend time with our favorite characters.
Maybe I can finally start
Now,
doing all the
let's take a little
hangouts.
sneak peek at Mizuki's story quest, shall we?
Okay.
Who are these two? Oh, wait.
Ooh,
is
new
that the
designs for
promotional duo
NPCs.
from the rumor? You know, Ms. Hina's competition?
No, not even close. These two are therapists who work with Mizuki at Aisa Bathhouse. The shorter one
So
is
weird to
actually
be
the
operating
older
a
of the two.
therapy center out of
They're
a
polar
bathhouse
opposites in terms
just
of
because you're a
personality,
major
though.
shareholder.
So, as you can imagine, they also have different approaches when it comes to therapy. All right, let's take a look at the next picture.
Whoa, those round little guys are so cute.
Yeah,
They are kind
that's
of
what
cute.
Yumekui Baku look
They look like
when they're young.
marshmallows to me
With a
personally.
little training, they'll be able to turn into human form one day.
Okay.
I always
Now I
forget
wanna know
that
what
all the
Mizuki looked
yokai
like when she
in
was little.
Well, with a
in
little
Inazuma
luck,
have
you
like an
might just
animal
get the
form,
chance.
and all of
And
them are
speaking
usually
of
kind
luck,
of cute and
To
adorable.
many people in Inazuma, encountering a
Except
little
for like
Baku
the
is a sign
Tanuki
of
for
good
some
luck.
reason, where they're like they look like
Because it
creepy little
means when you
raccoons.
sleep that night, your nightmares will be gone.
That's right.
But the
But
and the
in
kitsune just
Mizuki's
look like
story
normal
quest,
foxes.
Travelers won't need to rely on luck to experience Mizuki's treatment for themselves.
And then
That sounds
Kurara
pretty
is just a
lucky to
meme.
me.
I
She's a
guess
cat
you're
box.
right. Okay, on to the next picture.
Whoa, what
saw that in
is
the
that
trailer.
thing? It looks very unsettling. And
I'm
did
assuming
I
it's a
mention
nightmare?
dangerous?
You're not wrong. Mizuki and the Traveler have a few crises to resolve in this quest.
A few.
So, I think this is a perfect time to check out what Mizuki can do in combat.
Okay. As much as I don't like Inazuma, music in Inazuma is fire. I have to admit it.
Is it time for our session?
Ooh, she's all floaty like Kokomi.
Yachan, Taechan, let's go!
She's kind of spooky looking with the stuff floating around her.
In battle, Mizuki waves her fan to unleash refreshing bursts of wind that deal animo damage. Her
All right.
elemental skill weaves memories of beautiful dreams and causes her to enter the Dream Drifter state.
Whoa, that looks so fun.
Yeah, the Dream
Mobility
Drifter
power
state
creep.
is one of the key ways Mizuki works with her team to defeat enemies. In this state, Mizuki periodically deals AoE animo damage to nearby enemies and increases swirl damage for the entire party. Unlocking the talent Bright Moon's Restless Voice can even extend the duration of the Dream Drifter state.
So she
Mizuki's
kinda becomes a
elemental
mobile
burst
turret.
pulls in
That's
nearby
kinda neat.
enemies and summons a mini Baku to the field. This mini Baku creates Yumemi-style special snacks that can be picked up by party members. Picking up the snack has two different effects, depending on the HP
Okay.
of the active character. If the active character's HP is above a certain
Reminds me of
percent,
Xiangling's little
picking
chili
up the
peppers.
snack will unleash a Munen shockwave that deals AoE animo damage to surrounding enemies.
Instead of picking
If
it up to
their
get an
HP
attack
is
buff, you just pick it up to
below
a
certain
boom.
percent, picking up the snack will restore an amount of HP.
Ooh!
If the snack remains on the field for some time without being picked up, it will explode and deal AoE animo damage to surrounding
Just like
enemies.
food in real life.
Whoa,
It expires
so
and
Mizuki
eventually
looks after her
explodes, right?
teammates in multiple ways.
Definitely. Mizuki's gameplay has an effortless feel to it. Like I mentioned earlier,
I wouldn't call that
Mizuki
gameplay style
increases swirl
effortless.
damage for the entire party.
Having to
which
move
gives
around
us
and pick
a
up stuff
world of
sounds like it's
possibilities
annoying and
when it comes
tedious.
to team comps. All you need are characters whose element reacts with Animo. Use them to apply elemental effects to enemies. Then, when Mizuki unleashes her elemental skill, she can target enemies with ease as she hovers above the battlefield.
I'm noticing
With
that
her
she's
animo
not
vision,
attacking while she's in
Mizuki
this state,
takes
so
her
I'm guessing
teammates'
you
skills to the
can't,
next level
or
by
maybe it'll
increasing
cancel
swirl
it.
damage, and when the time is right,
Well, I
you
mean,
can
if you're an
unleash your
auto turret,
elemental
I don't
burst
really- I
to
guess
give
I'm
your
all for
party
not
members
having
an
to tap
added
buttons,
edge in
so-
combat.
That's
Okay,
kinda
I
fun,
see
I
what
guess.
you mean now. There's definitely an ease to her kit. She works in so many different teams.
Oh, I should mention another cool thing about her abilities. When Mizuki is in your team and a party member consumes a dish with restorative effects, there's a certain chance for the dish to be heightened. Now, here's the
Okay.
interesting part. The higher the friendship level of the character consuming the dish, the greater the chance of triggering that effect.
Okay,
Really?
I think
So
I
they're
see where
making the
this is
friendship
going.
mechanic actually
It
do
all
something
comes
in
back to
game
her
now. That's
profession.
kind of cool.
The more you interact
I
with
wish
a
it wasn't
patient,
tied to
the
a
more
character's
you
talent,
understand
though.
them, and in the end, the more you can help them.
That's a
So,
cool
in
feature
other
that
words,
should just be in the
higher
base
the friendship
game.
level, the better the effect.
Awesome! I want Mizuki in my team as soon as possible.
Then let's get into the version 5.4 event wishes. In the first half of version 5.4, we'll have event wishes for Yume Mizuki, and Sijuin.
Ooh, Siege
A
Queen
new
rerun.
5-star catalyst, Sunny Morning Sleepin', will also be featured on the weapon banner. I should also
Okay.
mention that after the version 5.5 update, Mizuki will be added to the standard wish banner.
So
Oh,
she'll be added to
nice.
standard. So
Another
this is
character
another
on the
Dia
standard
moment.
banner who can help with
That's probably why I hear
exploration.
people complaining about her.
Exactly. Plus,
They're probably
like
gonna
we said
undertune
before,
her.
Mizuki enhances swirl damage, so she's a flexible unit that can fit into so many teams. As long as you have elements that react with Animo,
So I'm probably
you're
gonna
good to go.
grab her at
Right,
some
you
point.
can't really go wrong, which means you don't have to stress. I'm always down for that.
Totally. If you're interested, be sure to check out her banner in the new update. Now, in the second half of version 5.4, we'll have returning event wishes from
Hey, look,
Farina
it's
and
Wriothesley.
Wriothesley.
When was his
Awesome.
last
I've
banner?
been waiting for them.
Yeah, me too. Okay, that's it for the event wishes.
Did they ever have a
All
rerun before
right,
this?
next up. Oh, looks like we have a message from Ayaka. Let's take a look.
Message from Ayaka.
Hello, traveler.
Oh,
It's
hi,
been a
Ayaka.
while. I hope
I
you're
haven't seen
well.
you since the movie shoot.
I wanted to tell you about an upcoming event in Inazuma, the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Okay.
If you have some time, perhaps you could join us for this grand occasion. I know Brother and Toma would love to see you,
Oh, I haven't seen
and
Toma
I
in forever.
feel the same. In fact, I hear the Shogun and Lady Gucci have special plans in store.
Really?
Of course, your participation will make the event all the more special.
I don't think I've attended a single Inazuma event outside of like
Ayaka mentioned
the
the
second
Mikawa
Beetle
Flower
Brawl
Festival.
or whatever it was.
Why don't we go check it out?
Sounds good. While we head to the venue, take a look at the second
I
redemption
hope I have
code,
enough free
travelers.
time to cover a lot of this. I still haven't gotten around to finish editing my playthrough of Honkai Star Rail 3.0. Not to mention there's events that have started in that. It's one of the reasons why I'm going to log into Genshin today and see if there's any events I can get done. Because isn't Lantern Rite supposed to be, like, going on right now? Or did they move that back? I don't know. I'll figure it out when I log in after this. This program is brought to you by the Aisa Bathhouse and the Yai Publishing House.
Welcome back, travelers. We now come to you with a special segment of today's program. The Enchanted Tales of the Mikawa Festival, jointly sponsored by Yai Publishing House
Man, we still got
and
20 minutes
Aisa
of this live stream
Bathhouse.
left.
A century ago, the Mikawa Flower Festival was an event where all kinds of yokai gathered in the
I think it's kind of
celebration.
neat that my
But
least
now
favorite
the
character
festival
will be
is
involved
open
in
to
this
humans
event.
and yokai
It's the
alike.
Raiden Shogun.
Preparations are already underway for the upcoming iteration of the Mikawa
I'm not a
Flower
big-
Festival,
I'm very vocal
set to
about
take
not
place
being
at
a
the
big,
foot of Mount Yogo on February 14th,
Raiden A fan.
2025.
Oh, hey, that means it's been over 2 years since the last Mikawa Flower Festival.
He's an
Do you still
authoritarian
remember it,
dictator
Kai?
that started a
Of
civil
course.
war against her own
Hayato's
people because
test
she
of courage
didn't feel
feels
like
it was just yesterday. I still remember playing
handling
Akitsuyu
things
on
on her
the
own, I
beach
guess.
and bonding with our yokai friends.
She's gotten a lot
really
more
had fun
likable,
during
and
that
I've
event.
softened up on her a little
Yeah,
bit,
I
but I
remember
still haven't
thinking,
forgiven
if
her
a
for
game on
everything
the
that's
beach
gone
is
down
this
yet.
fun, imagine what a full-blown Mikawa Flower Festival could be like.
Yeah, looks like we finally have the chance to find out. But it's not just for yokai this time.
That's right. The Shogunate is finally organizing a celebration for humans and yokai to enjoy together.
New
It's a
4-star
joint
weapon.
effort in every sense of the word. There's so much to look forward to. So let's give travelers a sneak peek at the festivities.
Oh, I
Wow,
just
things
realized
are
if
looking
Mizuki's going to be a new
lively
standard
already.
banner,
Yes.
that's going to be
These
another
are the
5-star
participants
weapon
in
on the standard banner.
48-hour game development competition.
Wait, so they only have
Wait,
48
they're going to have a
hours?
game jam?
I
They're
think it
adding a
would take
game
me that
jam
long
to
just
the
to come up
event?
with an
That's
idea.
funny.
Yeah, that's why the collaboration between humans and yokai is so important. With the help of a kitsune meal, certain yokai can now communicate in human speech, which means the game development teams have human ingenuity and yokai power on their
So
side.
humans
The
and
sky's the
yokai will be
limit.
working
Wow,
together to make a
I
game.
can't even imagine what the teams are going to come up with.
Speaking of teams, let's take a second to introduce the contestants. And we can give an overview of their games while we're at it.
All right, take it away.
All right, let's take a look at our first team. Mizuki, Gyobukoban,
Okay, we saw
and
a little bit
Kokumi,
of this in the
and their
trailer.
game, A Little Fox's Daydream. Players will need to guide a little fox through different dreamscapes, collecting fried tofu along the way until you reach the ramen stall at your destination.
And if you make it to the final checkpoint,
This
a
is
very cute,
Mizuki,
very special little
Kokumi,
Baku will
and-
appear to congratulate you.
Okay.
Oh, but you didn't hear that from me.
Yeah, okay.
As for the identity of the little Baku, I'll leave that for the travelers to mull over.
Here's a tip. As the setting changes between dreams and nightmares, make sure to watch your step. Otherwise, it's not a pleasant way down.
I don't
Uh-oh.
imagine this is
Oof.
going to take a lot of effort from
Ouch.
me to do.
All right, moving
real
on
question
to
is,
Sayu
will I record any of
Kichiboshi
it?
and Yoimiya's team and their game, Bunshin Phantasm. This is a game that really makes you think. What do you do when the bridge to your destination disappears in front of you? Well, that's
fall?
where the Mujina body doubles come in. The Mujina body doubles mimic your movements, and you will need to use the mechanic to your advantage to find a way forward.
Okay.
This game has Sayu written all over it.
Does
Making
it?
her clones do all the work while she takes a nap? That sounds like her.
Okay, that makes
But
sense to me,
that's
actually.
just my guess. Travelers will need to uncover the full story behind this game for themselves.
I heard the team is hard at work developing
What was
new
Yoimiya's
stages and
contribution to
expanding on
this?
the clone mechanic. So there are even more intriguing puzzles in store.
Who's the third
Sounds
team?
exciting.
All right, those last two games are new additions to the festival, but this next one might look a little familiar. It's a new and improved version of Akitsu Yuge. This time with a Mondstadt twist. It's
Really?
called Akitsu Harpastum, developed by Toma, Hitotsume Kozo, Yoko, Kappa, and Shoze.
That's a big
Okay,
team.
I think I can guess the mastermind behind this game. The Ludi Harpastum elements make it pretty clear it must be Toma's idea. He's
I
from
keep
Mondstadt,
forgetting
after all.
that he's from
And the
Mondstadt.
break mechanic definitely reminds me of Akitsu Yuge. I can see the mashup.
Exactly. Plus, with Shoze's yokai powers, there are even special effects this time that really take it to the next level.
We should
Co-op
also
mode.
mention Akitsu Harpastum can be played solo or in co-op. So, you can put your skills to the test on your own
I wonder
or
what
with
quality
friends.
of life
As you can see,
we're
there
gonna
are
be
a lot
getting
of
in
fun games in
5.4.
store. Maybe you even have
I
a
saw a
favorite
post on the
already.
Reddit about
If
an
so, you're ahead
update
of
to the
game.
artifact
Because
system that we're
in
getting
this
in
competition,
5.5.
the winner of the award
I
for
wonder
the
if they'll
best
mention it
game
here.
is completely up to the traveler. The winning team gets to take home the Tanuki Game Award.
Ooh, that's a big decision.
Definitely. Now we only gave a brief overview of each game, so better to reserve judgment until you experience the final product for yourselves.
And of course, no celebration
I feel
is
like the one
complete
with 5
without
members on
rewards.
it has an advantage.
All you have to do is join in on the fun. Take part in the various games to earn festival stamps. Once you collect a certain amount, you can exchange them for all sorts of rewards, including a new 4-star polearm.
Wow,
That's a
I'm
polearm?
so
It almost looks
excited.
like a catalyst
this
to me.
festival is jam-packed with activities.
For sure. Plus, you can
it only
always
looks like
stop
it's a
by
spear, like
Aisa
that's this
Bathhouse if
long.
you need a break. The Bathhouse even
Um,
made custom bathrobes for their guests
What are these
during the festival.
CGs?
Awesome.
Definitely. Yai Publishing House will also have a booth, so check it out if you're interested.
All right, before we wrap up the
Reincarnated
special
this Gucci
broadcast,
eye.
we have one last announcement. Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, will make a special
God, the
appearance
title.
at the Mikawa Flower Festival.
Wow, the Shogun is going in person. That's definitely going to cause
Will
a
it be
stir.
A or the Shogun, though?
Wait, hold on. She's not just going for the festivities, is she?
She's going for the sweets.
I heard she's coming to investigate a nightmare with ties to Mikoshi Chiyo.
Mikoshi Chiyo? You mean her Oni friend from all those years ago?
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just a rumor. We probably shouldn't.
Man, we've
spread
had a
that
quest
around.
that had something to do with each one of
right.
Raiden's dead
That could be
friends at this
dangerous.
point, haven't we?
The Mikawa Flower Festival welcomes all visitors, human and yokai alike. Whether you're new to the festival or a returning visitor, a competitor or a spectator, there's more than enough fun
This
to
will
go
be my
around.
first time
That's
going to
right.
a festival
And
in
with
Inazuma.
that,
We hope to
Well, I
see
guess
you
I was there for the Sword Festival event in Inazuma. Just a bunch of people in a bathhouse. Nothing to see here. This video's gonna get taken down, isn't it?
back. You know, another
Alright.
cool thing about the Mikawa Flower Festival is that we get to reunite with a bunch of old friends. It makes
the
me
best
wonder
part
what
about
some
any
of
of these
our other
events.
old friends are up to.
Yeah, I'm sure you're not the only one. That's exactly why the dev team designed this next event. Let's take a look.
What do we got? John Lee?
いいところに来た。座ってくれ。
Traveler's Tales Anthology Chapter. Amber, I haven't seen you in forever. And Jin?
モンドとはだいぶ違うだろう
What is this event? Why are there so many people here?
食べてみて
Cal still rocking the new outfit, I
また
guess.
積島の外を案内してくださいませんか
This new version 5.4 event is called Traveler's Tales Anthology Chapter. Keep an eye out as you wander the open world. You might just spot some familiar faces or hear some interesting news about them.
What an awesome way to
Oh, that's a
reunite
pain.
with our old
I'm
friends.
gonna
Yeah,
have to
and get a
record
glimpse
that.
of an average day in their life.
Oh, hold on. The map is pretty big at this point. Won't it be like trying to find a needle in a haystack?
Don't worry. Whenever there's news about one of our companions, their anecdote icon will appear on the map. All travelers need to do is head to the marked location to check it out. Once you complete an anecdote, the corresponding story will be recorded. Complete a certain
So
number of
many
anecdotes
characters,
to earn
though.
rewards.
Cool.
I
It's
guess
like
we'll do a
bunch of
stream where I
slice
just
of
try to
life
find all of
vignettes.
them, I guess. Unless they're all
Oh,
time-gated,
actually,
which will be
I
annoying.
think I just saw Zhong Li buying light novels for Hu Tao. I can't wait to see how that turns out. This kind of mechanic has so many
Be
possibilities.
born into the Raiden Shogun.
That's true.
So, if the name of the event is Traveler's Tales Anthology Chapter,
Oh shit, I
does
just
that mean
remembered.
there
We
will
still
be
owe
more
Lolly
chapters
like
in the
a
future?
first edition
According to the
copy
dev
of a few
team, this is sort
light
of like
novels.
a trial run. They're hoping to refine the experience in the future after receiving feedback from travelers.
cool. Now the open world has even more secrets to uncover.
Yeah.
At least this
All
will be
right,
slightly
let's take a
better
look at
than
the
like
rest
the
of our
missable
version
stuff that they
5.4
had
events.
in every other event
First
where,
up
hey,
is
there's
a
a certain
combat
NPC
event
that's standing in a
called Realm
specific
of
location
Tempered
where it's a
Valor.
character you know.
In this event, each challenge is made up of 25 floors of combat
right.
stages. The
All
level
right, more
and
combat
HP
stage
of
events.
opponents within each challenge increases as you ascend
These just
from
remind
floor
me
to
that my
floor.
characters aren't built great.
Travelers must clear the stage within 30 seconds to move on to
30
the next floor.
seconds!
Sounds like an opportunity to test our limits.
Yeah, for sure. Also, if you reach a certain floor in
get to
single-player
floor
mode,
5,
you can grant
I'll
a buff
celebrate.
to your friends. Of course, your friends can also do the same for you. I should also mention there are different ways to take part in this event. You can choose to take on the challenge solo, or team up with friends in
I
co-op.
might need to take another
Whatever you
antacid
choose,
tablet.
there
I'm
are
not feeling
ample
so good
rewards
right now.
to collect along the way.
Nice. I feel like travelers will really get to put their bills to the test in this event.
Definitely.
I'm sure
And
some people
speaking
will
of
complain it'll be
rewards,
too easy,
if
though.
you reach a certain floor, you'll
People,
even
it's
receive
going to be the
an
people with the cracked
event-exclusive
artifact
name
sets
card.
that have like 100% crit rate,
A
and,
baby
like 2 to
Tepetlisaur
300%
punching
crit
an
damage.
abyss mage. So cute.
I'm lucky to get
All
like
right,
70%
let's move from the
crit rate,
combat
like
arena
110
into the
crit
great
damage.
outdoors.
I had to farm
Invasive
so long
fish
just to get that
species
on
have
character.
been spotted in the waters of Fontaine, and a rather peculiar individual who calls herself an Unchained Hunter needs our help.
Unchained Hunter.
In Invasive Fish
I'm getting
Wrangler,
Unshackled
travelers will need
flashbacks
to
from
head to
Star
designated
Rail.
fishing zones to address the crisis. Travelers can take part in 2 different modes, co-op mode and fish-off mode, meaning you can either work together or compete against each other, while collecting Primo Gems along the way.
We're
And
shooting
in
nets
the
at
end,
fish?
your efforts help Fontaine avert a major ecological crisis. So that's an added bonus. Plus, competing to see who can catch more fish is just really fun.
Yeah, if you are the first to catch the giant bejeweled unicorn fish, you can even receive a
Fine,
higher
giant
score.
bejeweled
Hold
unicorn
on.
fish?
Doesn't this so-called Unchained Hunter look a little familiar? Wait, it's the same merchant who released Sumeru fish species into Mondstadt that one time. Wow, looks like she really turned over a new leaf. And speaking of familiar faces, another
Real
old friend will be
adventure.
returning in version 5.4.
Xavier!
That's right, it's Xavier.
Oh, the filmmaker smiled upon by the gods. What kind of commission is it this time? Another film?
Nope, not a film this time. A commercial for his sponsor. But it's not really a commission, it's more like doing
I think
something
it's kind of
creative
crazy
with
that
an
they
old friend.
included him in an Archon
Besides,
quest.
Xavier already shot the footage. All travelers need to do is edit it. You can
Oh,
totally
it's this
make it
event
your own.
again.
Make it our own? But what about the sponsor? Aren't there requirements?
When it comes to art, there's
I think
no
I
right
remember
answer,
doing
right?
this event during
Xavier
like,
said it
Muskets
just
and
needs
Roses
to
where
be
we had to
interesting.
basically make a commercial.
If the sponsor has an objection, Xavier has our back.
I think we did like
Wow.
3.
Okay,
There was like 3
I
of
like
these.
the sound of that. And it looks like we can use the
Ooh,
same
Fire's
footage
on.
3 times. That leaves a lot of room for creativity.
And feedback. The cast, crew, and sponsors of your commercial will be able to weigh in on your final cut. Plus, you can have multiple saves, and you can even share and showcase your work. I can't wait to see what everyone comes up with.
I think I saw Ito in some of the footage. Huh. I was wondering why he wasn't part of the game development competition.
That
Looks
is a
like he
good
was
question.
busy filming
Probably
an
because
ad.
he's a moron.
Yeah, for a Genius Invocation TCG by the looks of it. Which is perfect.
I've been
because
meaning to
we
get
have
back
some
into the
Genius
card
Invocation
game.
news
Every
of
so
our own.
often I do come back to the
Automatic
card game,
Artistry
but
will
I
be
just feel
returning as a part of Heated Battle Mode in
so
version
lost
5.4.
sometimes.
Travelers can look forward to new character and monster cards. In addition, Automatic Artistry will now have a concede button, making it easier to get a fresh start if a match doesn't go your way. Updates and optimizations have also been made to
Ooh,
regular Genius
Arlecchino's in the
Invocation
game
TCG,
now, huh?
so keep an eye out.
Finally, the Leyline Overflow
Who
event
cares?
is returning
Leyline
in version
overflows are all the
5.4.
time.
Check it out if you need Mora or character experience materials.
Alright, it's time for a few system optimizations.
What I need
In version 5.1,
is for them to add like
a calculator was
gold
added to the
variation
crafting
of
bench
the
to
EXP
make the
materials.
enhancement process easier. But the dev team thought that there was still some room for improvement. So, in version 5.4, travelers can look forward to more sweeping optimizations to the enhancement process.
Yes, quality
First
of life.
up is an optimization to enhancement material collection.
Okay.
In the training guide, you can now add level up plans for your characters. All you
Okay.
need to do is set your level up goals, and the system will display the
We got
materials
something
you
like
need,
this recent
as well
in
as
Star,
where
in
to
Star
obtain
Rail,
them.
so it's nice to
In
see it
addition,
here.
once you set a goal, reminders of the required materials will be displayed in various key interfaces, including the Adventure Handbook, Domain Entrances, and Domain
2 out of
Completion
14.
screen, and the Battle Pass rewards. And when you
27
click on a certain material, you can see your collection progress as well as whether
This
you
will be
reach
nice
your
to
goal.
have just for me to be
Nice. I
because
like
I
all the
don't play
reminders.
Genshin every day
It
anymore.
saves a
I
lot
do
of
it, like,
time when
maybe
you don't
once or
have
twice
to
a
do
week.
those calculations yourself.
This will just
Plus,
remind me
the
who was I
interface seems a
working
lot
on
more
last time I was
intuitive.
playing.
Also, certain common interfaces will now display your current resin count. You no longer need
Because
to
actually,
exit to
if
a
you ask
separate
me
screen.
right now who I was
In
building
addition,
most
if
recently,
you
I
can
don't
craft
remember.
a certain material,
I
clicking on
wanna say
craftable
Dia,
amount
but I
will
might be
display
wrong.
the crafting bench in your current region on the map, and you can click on it to
No,
teleport.
I think I was building
The
Fischl.
character list has also been streamlined by reducing the number of steps needed to
Building
navigate
Fischl
the
and
interface.
Chevrus right now, I believe.
For example, say you just obtained talent upgrade materials for Risley,
I
and
like my
after
4
upgrading
stars.
his talents, you want to do the same for Sijuin. Now, when you switch characters, you can remain within the talent interface instead of exiting to the attributes page.
Okay,
In
that's
addition,
nice.
for travelers who play on PC and use keyboard and mouse input, elemental icons have been added when scrolling through the character list. Travelers
Ooh,
can
that's
use them
nice.
to quickly filter their characters by element.
Wow, I'm used to
Filters
just
are
dragging
nice.
the character tab at the top, but it can take a while when you have a lot of characters.
For sure.
Cool, can we
The
switch
filtering
Element
icon
Traveler
in the
yet?
lower left-hand corner can make
Without
that
going to
easier
a Tower
too.
of the Seven?
Try it out sometime.
Cool, I will.
All right, let's move on to some optimizations to weapon filtering.
Oh,
After
no,
the
I got
version
excited.
5.4 update, you can now filter weapons by secondary attributes.
Oh, and characters now have recommended weapon attributes, which should be helpful if you're unsure which secondary attributes
that
to
helps for
prioritize.
people like
In
me
addition,
that don't like
an
looking up
auto
guides
add
every
button has
every
been
single
added
time
to
we
the
open the
weapon
menu.
enhancement screen, making it much easier and
I like it when
faster
guides
to
can
level
put
your
in-game.
weapons. Finally, the Serenity Pot now allows you to quickly get in touch with Tubby to handle all sorts of design business. Plus, you can now buy materials and craft furnishings anytime, anywhere, even indoors.
Nice.
That's going to be
Alright,
helpful.
That's it for
I
system
kind of feel annoyed
optimizations.
that I have to
Be
sit
sure
through
to check
2
them out
lines of Tubby
in-game once the
dialogue
update
every
goes
time I
live.
want to do anything
Looks
in the
like we
teapot.
covered everything, which means
If they had
that's a
like more
wrap
than
for
like
the
one
version
line, it would
5.4
be, I would
special
be fine with
program.
it.
Anything you want to say before we go, Kai?
Yes, of course. I've been waiting for this. First, I've got to say, Mizuki's design is absolutely stunning. I really
like
love
it.
her way of
It looks
speaking.
cute.
Like, it brings so much personality to her character. It's very soothing. I feel like all of my nightmares are just gonna be gone instantly. And also, second, I want to say is that this update is also such a huge shout out to the incredible work our game designers have done. Coming up with fresh mechanics every single update, that's just wild.
I wouldn't call
Like,
some of this
inventing new
mechanics. I would call this
and
content.
inventing new rules for the game and finally make it a game is super difficult. Big respect to the team for making all of this happen. What about you, Gabe?
Yeah, it's so cool how the team is always trying to make the game fresh and bringing new things to the table. But yeah, for me personally, I'm actually really excited to check out Aisa Bathhouse because
I'm mostly
I love
just
whenever
excited for
there's
the new
like
story
buildings in the
content.
game and you walk by them all the time and you're
It
thinking
is very
like,
interesting that I don't have to get
I wonder
keys
what the inside of
anymore.
that building looks
I
like.
have a bunch
or,
of
you know,
keys saved
I wonder
up,
what that
but
area looks like. But
I wonder
they're
what they're gonna
actually
do with the
adding,
keys
you know,
if we don't need them
that
anymore.
space for us to explore now. And I just think that's so cool. You know, it just adds more detail to the world and it allows you to explore even more. And yeah, I'm really excited to check that out.
Exactly. I'm so excited about that as well. Well, I suppose all there's left to say is see you in game, travelers.
Yep. Bye now.
See you in
Bye.
game, I guess. Oh, music to my ears. Ah, good old staring at the ceiling.
You're awake. How are you feeling?
I like this visual novel-esque design.
Looks like it worked like a charm. Now,
Although this audio quality leaves much to be desired.
relaxation.
Not that I'm one to talk.
Dream was very special, by the way, full of stories and unknowns. Thank you for trusting me with it. Oh, one more thing. Be careful on the road. A certain amount of fatigue is to be expected after waking up from a dream. Farewell for now. When you rest tonight, I hope only sweet dreams await.
Okay. And that's that. So, that was a bit of a lengthy little ordeal there. It's okay. I'll reserve my thoughts on the update for when the update comes out. Because I don't always play through all the Genshin events because I feel like there's so many of them and they're still time-locked because I am always annoyed with the time-lockedness of the events because I can't afford the time to play this game every day. Until next time, I'll see you all in another video. I don't usually do these reactions, but this one was requested, so I did do it. Anywho, if you would like to request anything for me to react to or do analysis on, or like hear me do some news updates on, give me a heads up. Give me a shout out. And I will probably get it around to it eventually. But the best way to reach out to me is to join my Discord or leave a comment. Until then, see you when I see ya. And for those of you that are here live, we're going to go switch into a game right now. Be right back.